Hello, I'm Horace Douty, Pastor Horace Douty in Lexington, Virginia, and each Sunday I bring you a Bible meditation by way of YouTube. And I encourage you to subscribe to Horace Douty, D-O-U-T-Y, YouTube, and share these presentations with your family and your friends if you enjoy them. Today, the title of the message is The Carpenter's Son. The people who had known Jesus from early childhood were confused. They were perplexed. Jesus, now grown, had returned to his hometown, and they realized that something was different in him. He preached with uncommon power and authority. His fame had spread far beyond their little village of Nazareth. Instead of welcoming the hero with a parade, they sulked. Jesus had somehow risen beyond his beginnings. He had clearly outdistanced his family and his peers, and it made them angry. They asked a question bristling with hostility. Isn't this the carpenter's son? Now, if you are a perceptive student of the Bible, that question raises real problems. How could they not have known and been aware? The Bible gives us specific details of Jesus' unusual birth. Angels filled the sky with song. Jesus' mother was a virgin. Shepherds came to worship at the manger. A dazzling caravan of wise men from the east appeared in Jerusalem, the capital city. These people had seen all this. And the wise men had seen a star in the sky. And they wanted to honor the new king with lavish gifts. Jesus' birth had aroused so much fear in King Herod that he ordered the awful execution of baby boys in Galilee. Obviously, the people who watched Jesus grow up were totally unaware of all this, all these wonders surrounding his birth and infancy. How can that be? Bible scholarship is uncovering new information every day, most of it clearly indicating that some of our Bible stories have been manipulated a bit and spun for a particular agenda. And these facts make many of us uncomfortable, especially those who want every word of the Bible to be literal and true. And if that's your case, let me encourage you, take a deep breath. There is more wisdom in the Bible than meets the eye. Scholars and scientists are not weakening that wisdom. As they bring us more complete understanding, we come closer to getting it right. Quantum science is on the verge and opening truths never dreamed of before, except by exceptional mystics, one of whom was Jesus himself. Don't fear these discoveries. They're good. Be prepared to welcome them. Be glad that you were not raised in little Nazareth. Those people were shackled by little minds. They knew Joseph the carpenter, Mary the mother, and in that same story they even name some of Jesus' brothers and sisters. Strangely, many of the most earnest Christians refuse to believe that Mary had more than one child, and they defend their prejudice with typical righteous fury. And it seems to me to be a rule that a person whose religious beliefs are the most absolute is usually the person who is most misguided, which is a shame. In Nazareth, if your father is a carpenter, you must be careful to act like a carpenter's son. People are not offended when princes turn out to be worthy sons of worthy kings, but when the village blacksmith produces children who accomplish the extraordinary, eyebrows are raised. Why? Because their achievements suggest that such gifts are within reach of all, including you and me. We may not be utilizing our potential, and that bothers us. Are you aware that over the course of Christian history, the church has claimed Jesus to be divine primarily because of this human reaction? The reason is, I cannot possibly live like Jesus, but it's okay because he is divine and I'm not. So, I'll never aspire to my full potential, even though Jesus himself is daily prompting and encouraging me to exercise the unseen kingdom within me. He said very plainly, you may do greater works than I. Did he mean that? Yes. He tried every way he could to lift human vision. And ever since, people have made great effort to limit what Jesus meant, and the church has actually encouraged those limitations. We tend to accept without question the values taught by our culture, which includes our parents. Most of what you declare to be religious conviction, you have probably never really thought about and examined as an adult with an adult mind. Where wealth is measured as the highest goal, you will use all effort to attain wealth. If political power is seen as the worthy goal, men will order burglary, tell lies, and engage in high crime simply to get such power and to keep it. Skilled professional advertisers teach you to want and to buy the big gulp, even though you know it's not good for you. Just like the people of Nazareth, you unconsciously allow most of your values to be shaped and molded by what is around you and what you are being taught as a child. Jesus used the tools and the resources available to him in his limited culture. He demonstrated a way of happiness available to us, including the citizens of Nazareth. And instead of listening and giving it a try and thanking him, they got angry. They could not accept advice from a carpenter's son. He was simply not elitist enough. Their syndrome is not confined to Nazareth. If you rely on an elitist government to make all your decisions, you're following the mindset of Nazareth. We at least occupy a somewhat more fortunate level. Instead of getting angry, we simply ignore Jesus. We accept a religion and a posture which requires only that we say two words, I believe. Some people make such a fetish of that mantra that they proudly say such things as, I believe every word in the Bible. Really? They don't know every word. How can you believe in something you've never heard of? Such people have sadly mistaken the appearance for the essence of faith. They settle for the aroma, but they leave untouched the banquet. And they go their way never knowing the difference. You may be one of them. Those people of Nazareth actually yearned for the wisdom that Jesus was offering. Instead, they chose the values they had been taught, thinking it was as good as life could be. Unfortunately, most people today are just like that. Most of us never dream of living anywhere but Nazareth, when heaven could be ours every day. That dimension is what Jesus came to offer. And it brings the happiness of abundant life. He said it very plainly more than once. One day you will understand. you may be in for a wonderful surprise. But you need not wait for death to open that door. Jesus and other mystics learned how to grasp it. Can you? Of course you can. Jesus said, quote, "The kingdom of heaven is within you." That's pretty close and personal. First, you must step out of Nazareth and realize that this other dimension is powerful and real. And then you must put your mind and your consciousness in gear. It takes effort. Remember, Jesus spent 40 days and nights in deep contemplation. You can do that. You may get in touch with the image of God within yourself. If not, you will at least come closer than you were before, and it will strengthen and broaden you. It will bring you health and happiness. Some of that miracle is happening this instant as I speak to you of these promises. Numerous wide-ranging studies have proven that the simple act of meditation adds surprising years to your life. Now, if that miraculous fact does not impress you, then welcome to Nazareth, where you belong. They missed the fullness of life. For them, conventional wisdom was good enough. I add my small voice of warning today, and I say with Jesus, no, it's not quite good enough. Your culture is not cultivating your soul. Seek, and you will find a better way. Yes, Jesus is indeed the son of the carpenter, but that background did not keep him from unlocking secrets of the universe, including heaven. Neither should yours. Amen. God bless you all.